Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely beat this a month ago, but I just didn't get around to making this video until now. So, we beat Bloodlust! Bloodlust feels like an entire new tier of difficulty, so massive milestone. So let's see how I got here. When I first started playing, I used my iPad, and of course, since I didn't have any money, I was playing on Jump Dash Lite. My journey didn't really start until I beat Cycles,
Bitcoin's kind of impossible timing,
which is when I started watching Jump Dash content, and that's where I saw Bloodbath was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I thought I'd never get anywhere far in it, let alone beat it. But as I got better at the game, Bloodbath became more and more possible, and was, in my mind, my final and ultimate goal. That's until I beat it, of course. But that's for later. Right now, we're gonna skip to when I beat my first easy demon, the Nightmare. Yeah, this is the first time I actually consider myself good at the game. I'm not sure why, but I quit the game like shortly after. But once I came back, I saw there was a new hardest level in town, Bloodlust. Since I didn't see any level in between Bloodbath and Bloodlust, I thought that Bloodlust dethroned Bloodbath. But ignoring that, Bloodlust looked like an entire different beast to Bloodbath. Like, what was I looking at? I genuinely was convinced that this was the hardest thing ever. I mean, little kid looking at my iPad screen, it was just like a blur. I just did not know what's happening. So, now that I was back, I beat a bajillion easy demons, until I eventually beat Invisible Light, which was my first medium demon, but now it's downgraded to an easy demon. I think it's actually still like a medium demon, easy medium demon. Shouldn't be downgraded, but that's besides the point. This is when I started my YouTube channel, and as you can see by looking at my old YouTube videos, there was a bunch of Roblox stuff, and then I decided to beat 9 circles as my first hard demon. And pretty soon after, I beat a few more hard demons, but for some reason I only posted Forsaken Neon. And with that, I tried going for Supersonic as my first insane demon. Sadly, this is where a massive break happened, because I started playing Osu, and although I didn't post anything, I was also getting massively better at Roblox obbies. For Osu, I peaked at around 120k, and for Roblox, I went and beat TOEI, a peak extreme tower, and Tower of Impossible Movements, a low terrifying tower. I was also going for Tower of Generation Failure, which is widely known as the easiest and most accessible, like, catastrophic difficulty tower. It's bottom kata, but my motivation just died after getting to floor 6, so I didn't end up beating it. Anyway, after a year of that, I decided to go back to Jump Dash, and you can see I posted a video titled, "Did I lose all my skill?" And I thought, you know, since I haven't played for a year, I was too busy playing Osu and Roblox, I'd be pretty bad, but no. I played a medium demon in that video, and I beat it pretty easily. So I thought, why not actually get back into Jump Dash? And I beat Supersonic with no recording, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't record, but I don't know, yeah, but I recorded Slaughterhouse, which was my second insane demon, and yeah, I kind of just beat Slaughterhouse because, it's the name, you know, Slaughterhouse was like top 5, top 3 at the time. But after 2 insane demons under my belt, I tried Bloodbath again. And you can see I got 72 100, which is when I was like, maybe I should try going for Bloodbath. So I started this Bloodbath series, and I got 24 to 42, and then 30%, and then 31%. But you can see progress was coming hella slow, I mean 1% increase. So I decided to go for something else before that. AQ. I actually did a practice run of AQ before doing those Bloodbath runs, but I thought it was way too hard. Like, even harder than Bloodbath. But that's just cause it's really learning, and I never played a flow level before. So once I got used to it, it actually wasn't that hard to beat. No. And I even got a massive skill boost. So now with that extreme demon down, I came back to Bloodbath and finished off my Bloodbath series.
Yes.
Originally, I intended for Bloodbath to be my final hardest. I mean, everyone has had that thought in their lives, right? But believe it or not, Bloodbath felt pretty easy, so I wasn't really satisfied with having Bloodbath as my like final hardest when I know I can beat something harder. So just 4 months later, I went and beat a new hardest, Blade of Justice. There's honestly not much to talk about for Blade of Justice. It's a pretty fun level, except I died past 94 way too many times. And nothing really notable needs to be said for Auditory Breaker either, which I beat as a new hardest after Blade of Justice. It's like, at the end of every new hardest, the new hardest just becomes way too easy for me, and Auditory Breaker felt even easier than Blade of Justice. You can see that as I had like no reaction.
This took me like 5 attempts in normal mode.
So, you know, I had to jump. I had to challenge myself. I already made a video about how I jumped from Auditory Breaker to the Yandere, so I'm not gonna go into detail with that, but boy was that an experience. Either way, the Yandere is actually pretty close to Bloodlust in terms of difficulty, so after a few easier levels like Killbot and Sonic Wave, I finally finished off the level I deemed impossible 8 years ago.
Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What a bloodbath! What? What? Wait, there's an achievement for that? Oh my god, I actually just beat Bloodlust. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be nonchalant. But like, 3 attempts. Yes! Yes, that's actually crazy. Okay, so for the attempt count we have 7.6k, but it is actually like 19k. Yeah, minus 6k because old attempts, 13k. That is pretty good. Yeah, I had a fun time. Amazing time for this. Yeah. GG's, man.